Okay, okay, pen. So here, say here your test script. Okay, here will be your test script, and then here will be your framework. All right, and then here it will be your web driver. Okay, and this web driver will talk to your application, right? So see, your test script has nothing to do with your web driver. Okay, your test script doesn't know how you have implemented your web driver using wrapper classes. Okay, it your test script just call the framework. Okay, and uh, this test script will just talk to framework. Framework will give instruction to your web driver, and web driver will give and send those test script request into action to the browser and perform the actions, right? So this will be the structure of the framework what we are going to develop. So you will see how it will be easier to maintain once we develop it. Okay, all right, let me erase all these drawings and okay. So there will be some wrapper classes. So what exactly it means some of the like mainly will focus on the Selenium. So Selenium, we have very like you have to navigate to the URL. So what you say driver.get and you uh, use that URL, right? So what we'll do, we will wrap those methods in our custom methods so that we don't call those directly or we don't use those driver.get or expose those methods to directly to your test script or your framework. Okay, and we'll have some uh, like a page class which will be inherited by this page class will create a basic page class which will be inherited all by the pages we create. Okay, so here we see the OOPS concept of inheritance. Okay, so various programming concept will be involved. All right, and okay, so let's get it started and then slowly we'll see. Okay, and we are going to use Maven project for this. Okay, all right, so let me go and say project. I would say Maven project. Okay, I'll just click next, and what I'll say, page object model artifact, also I'll say page object model, and I click finish. Right, team, so if I expand this, I will get uh, the structure which is already known. I don't require all these so first packages which Maven creates, so I'll delete all these. You see this, the Maven version has taken Java 1.5, so that I need to change. And I have to go to Java build path. And can anyone help me on this? Team, I rarely use this Eclipse, so how we change the module dependencies? No. Yeah. So click on this edit, and we change it to 1.8 JRE. This is the latest Java version which I have. Okay, finish, apply, and apply changes. Okay, so now I'm at the uh, latest version of the Java 1.8. As I have this Maven project, so I will have a pom.xml file, and there I need to add some dependencies. So we don't need JUnit. I will delete this. So as you are aware, so we need WebDriver Maven. Okay, so I can go here and I can copy this dependency team. Okay, and I can paste it here. Okay, and then what other dependency I need? I need a TestNG. So TestNG Maven dependency. I can go to this and which version I can take? Okay, so I can take this one. This is the latest and the stable version which I have. So I just need these. Okay. For now, I'll have this much. Okay. And if I just click save button, it will uh, save all those binary. All right. All right. So we just need two things for now: Selenium WebDriver and TestNG. And here in TestNG, we don't need test, we need compile. So that I change. All right. Now start creating the packages. Okay. So click new, go to package. And I can say, you can give any name. I'm just saying com.demo.config. Generally, we team follow like company name, and based on that for the project name, and then we the package name, right? We need a configuration file package. I mean, then we need pages, right? And we need dot demo. Sorry, I think I have misspelled something. Okay, I will change. And I need site. Site team I'm giving for the application. I'll explain. And this need to be deleted. I just Okay, I quickly add packages team com.demo.pages. Okay. Uh, I need one package for the tool as well. So tool will be my web driver. So demo.tool. All right. And you also need some utilities which you can enhance using for the various purposes. Okay. So I'll just create. We'll see if we can utilize. So yeah, and under test, I need one package uh, like com.demo.test. Right, Im? So all these packages, what I need, and various people follow like they will create a base class and then they will inherit those base classes. So still we use those, but will not focus on exactly those kind of base classes. In any interview team, if I ask someone, so they start from the we have base class. This is their they how they explain their page object model. So rather going like how the architecture of the framework and all, they just start saying like they have one base class, then they inherit those, and that is their page object model. Okay. So yeah, we should also know how to explain the framework when in the interviews or someone ask also. So here I need to in config I need to store all my uh, application related data, right? So which file I can take, suppose a file, next, and I would say config dot properties. Okay. Someone was asking me about these properties, so I think if that person is there, I think that will be better about the properties. All right. So properties, the file where you can keep the uh, system related thing or which is require uh, one-time settings and you can utilize throughout the your framework. Okay. So URL, I'm just taking team google.com. You can take any. Okay. Um, you need user also for like if you're using some application to log in details, right? And what browser you want to use. So I will use Chrome. So based on that, you can keep your settings here. All right. Now team. Any question till now? Okay. So this properties is done. I'll leave that there. We'll see how we can utilize this in the next part. Okay, so let me create a class, and this class I would say site. Any name you can give like application or website or any whatever you want, but this will be a kind of parent class which any other application will inherit. Application means application under test. So these are not the pages we are talking about. All right. Uh, what I need in this class, I need sorry, I didn't know. I don't need method yet. Public string. Uh, some naming convention we should follow, team. So generally I follow this way. So you see, I put S before. There are some coding standard you should always follow so that it will be easier to understand like what kind of variable it is. So just by seeing the naming convention, I can get to know like this is a string variable. Okay, public string. What else I need? URL site means whatever the URL of your application. Then I need uh, username, right? If you want to log into the application, and then you need password also. All right. And because we need to utilize that properties, so properties, I would say prop, and I need to import this, right? Java from Java util package. So that is done. What I will have to do, I'll create a means by default there is a constructor everybody knows, but in this constructor, so constructor is the same name of the class, but there will be no like a return type or so we just have public site. So this will be the constructor for this class. Even if we don't define, Java provides by default a constructor, right? Now team, what have to do? We have to read the property. So in this constructor, how we can read? I would say try, okay, prop, a new object of this properties I need to create, okay, and I have to read that property file. So file input stream. For some people, this you may have used all these, right? And here we need to give the path of the file. So in we'll quickly see, and there's I need to import this, right? And if you want to know the path of this, you can go to the properties and copy the path from here, okay, and I can utilize here. So yeah, that's we provided the path, right team, and then we have to load this property dot load, okay, and we can pass this FIS the input stream whatever we get from the here, right? Now this property file already we see what we have defined. So we can get the browser name from here, right? So how get from uh, get properties, right? Get property, and the key name is team. We should provide the name. So we said it is browser. Like here, what we have given. See, we have given browser, right? So that key name we have to provide. In the same way, I need to read all those. Let me copy this. So whatever required, you can read this here. I'll quickly copy paste and then I'll change the name. This one URL site, and here what we have URL, right? Here, yes. and here username, and I guess user I have provided, right? Yes, and then here password and password. Right, team? Exceptions, first we'll have, let me, I can print, sorry, it is E, print is actress. Uh, so, and one more, I think I need to just catch. So file not found, right? Exception. Okay, I need to import this, and here say print stack trace. So that was reading the properties file. Okay, I should maintain this way. Yeah. All right. So this is done. You can change some other variable, whatever you want. Okay, as per your uh, convenience. Okay. So someone was suggesting to just change this exception, whatever the name I have provided. So that you can provide some other name like EX or something, whatever you want. Now I have to create getter and setters. Only we need getters for all these fields. So how we can do this? I can go to generate getters and setters. So we need for few things like browser name. I need a getter. For password, I need a getter. For URL, I need a getter. Uh, Username also I need, right? And I can say generate. So all my getters are generated automatically using autocomplete thing, right? So that I need for now for the site. Okay. All right, team. So now what I need to do now, under this, let's create another class, and this can be utilized by sorry, I again what I did. There is a, what does getters and setters mean? So uh, to read these properties, right? The variable names you declared, a browser name, URLs, and all. So for that, you need to go through some basic Java concepts. What these getters? So how you will get the value of this variable name, or if you want to set some variable name, how you will do that? So that's require some getters and setters, right? Yeah, I think two people are the same question. So yeah, that's some in brief explanation I gave. So how you will read this property, right? So in shortly we'll see. Uh, to read these properties, that's why I created. Now I can say, suppose you can provide like a demo site. Okay, and here you can give your application name specifically if you uh, want to utilize. And I want to extend that site I created. So extend means uh, this is my parent class, and people say this is a base class in other people language, and all the methods and variables will be inherited by this demo site. Okay. Uh, okay. So team, I want to quickly finish this. So these are, I think you can repeat the video itself also if you want to see how I generated. So you can go to right click, you can go to source. So from where you want to generate, like after this method I wanted to generate, so I clicked here, and then I clicked, like I went to source. You can click on generate getters and setters. You can select which property you want. You want both. uh, Now I have generated getters, so it only says set browser name. So if you want to specifically set this browser name, so you will use this. Okay, so you can select, or if you want both, you can just select all and click generate. It will generate. Let's quickly move to uh, our main website. Okay, this will come back later also, but let me quickly because this okay, so this is done. Okay, meanwhile stop it here and then go to this pages, or okay, we'll come later to this demo site class. Okay, now I need under this pages, I need to create a parent class for, I would say, page, which all my page will inherit. This is another parent class. That's right, Fija. Yeah, those getters are basically used to get get those variables or set those variables, whatever we have uh, defined at the instance level. So I'm using some terms, so if you know, that is better. And okay, so okay, so I'm creating another parent class which all my uh, page classes will inherit. Okay, so and here I want to provide a tool, that WebDriver instance also, means not instance, but so that we can access throughout the other classes. So quickly I'll go here and create a class. Okay, and this will class, I will say, automation tool. Okay, all right, so where all my WebDriver methods, whatever WebDriver supports, will write customized methods. So that will go here. Okay, now let's go back to this page class, and here public, I would say this one as a public static automation tool. Okay, and this one I need to import because this is in another package, right? And other also, but I would say protected protected string URL page. This is so this will be the URL which of your application. And some people have question why I'm declaring as a protected. So protected access modifier give access. Uh, it can be used only in the classes which is inheriting this class. Okay. And I need a browser name also here, and a few methods. So here I need Boolean, and I would say open page. Okay, so to open your page or URL, you need this. Okay, and later we'll see how we can override whatever we have defined here. So it says if you why error we see because we need to add return type here, right? So say I'm returning just true. And in a similar way, I can here I would say close page. Okay, and many other uh, methods will go here based on whatever you want to include in this parent class. Okay, so yeah, this was for the page. Now we'll actually go and create the pages. Okay, so now I'll go and create a login page. So where is my that package page package? I can go and create a class. Okay, and that I'll say a login page. All right, so this login page will extend page class, right? As I was saying, this will be act as a parent class or base class. All your locators will go here. So each page will have that locators that for that particularly page. So whatever the login page locators you have, it will go here. So suppose just for example, I'm giving say uh, you have XPath, right? So generally, how can I write XPath? So string as login ID, okay? And I can provide the login ID here or XPath. So this way you can give all your locators. This is not the page factory team pattern, which some people have seen. So here all my locators I will declare as a string here, and those I can utilize. So this is just for example. All right, so here another variable I need about that URL. Okay, and I'll create a constructor. Constructor has same name of the class, and in the constructor I will pass this URL. Okay, so from where I will call, I will pass the URL in this constructor, and I will assign with this variable. Okay, and this is of the constructor job is done. Now I have to create a method, right, for the login, which will do the login. Okay, so I would say login, and here you need to pass username and password. Username and string password. So where you call this, you need to pass these two uh, variables. Now team, you see, I'm typing return type as a Boolean. Okay, so I want to see if that if some particular action has been done, suppose login is successful, it will return true or false. So to do that, I need a variable which will I'll say true. By default, initially it will be true, and based on tool. So see to team here I can access, and because I haven't defined any method in that tool, that's why I don't see. So let us go there and define first, then we'll come here on this. Okay, till now I'll just leave this way, and because we are getting errors, so you can say return b result. Okay, all right, so now let's go to this class. All right, and this will have my all the Selenium WebDriver thing. Okay, so here also I need all the protector as a sorry, access modifier as a protected, and I would say driver, and I need to import this, right? And sorry, protected, I need here browser name, like what kind of browser, and protected web elements. I need to have one here, and I can say element. Okay, and that also you need to import. All right, team. When I'm instantiating this class, I will set all those. So here I will create one constructor, and which will set all my to null, so that we don't get any exceptions. So I will set null all my variables. So always it will take a fresh instance. Okay. All right. Now I need to create quickly. I'll create a two methods team. Okay. So Boolean here, and I would say open browser. So this open browser will have all my um, instantiating of the browser. Generally we see, right? So S browser type. Okay, currently I will say just this. Let's return true. I'm saying if browser type dot equal ignore case is Chrome, okay, because we need to verify which browser we want to run. And if it is Chrome, then what I need to do? I need to set the system property, right? Okay, so what we need to do, you guys have done maybe WebDriver dot driver, right? No, it's a driver or Chrome, I guess. Chrome dot driver. And here you need to set the path of the Chrome driver. So I have here, sorry, okay, so I will mention here. Hmm. Chitra, okay, you mentioned something which is not clear to me. Team, first tell me, all are with me. Okay, just how to take path. You can copy that path, right? Okay. We set the path and then I have to instantiate the uh, driver. So Chrome driver instance, right? And this one I need to import. Okay. Uh, so team, based on like conditions, you can pass based on whatever we are passing from the properties file. So you can have different if else condition like checking Chrome, Firefox, and other browser type. So there is other way also you can do this using Chrome options, but currently I'll quickly so using Windows dot maximize. And all these maximize and setting window, all those you can do using Chrome options. Okay. Uh, so this instantiating of WebDriver is done, which is will be taken care by this open browser. Now I'll quickly create two more methods. Sorry. Okay, Boolean. Uh, go to page, I would say. And here I need to pass URLs, that URL of that application. Okay. And here I can go driver dot get, right, and URL site. For now, I will just return true, and you can check on the conditions like if different ways to checking this. So once this is completed, you can return true or false based on that. So you can customize this method. And quickly, I'll create another method to close the browser. Okay. So this I can take as a void and close browser. And to close browser, I need driver.quit. Okay. So the similar way, team, you can uh, have wrapped all those methods of Selenium into your customize methods, and you just need to call this method go to page or close browser in your uh, pages. We don't need to call this driver anymore. All right. Now let's go to the pages. We were working on the pages, right? And before that, I need to yeah, pages. We need to go here. We were working on the pages, so right. Before, let me quickly check question. We don't have any question right now. All right. So now what I can do, I can call this tool and dot go to page. Now see team, here I can pass URL page. Okay. So see, all your pages methods will use this wrapper class instance of tool and its method. We are not using writing any Selenium or driver dot or get or something. So it will be easy to read and easy to understand. Okay. And we are also not calling driver in those pages specifically. Okay. So I will just take this method. After the login, you go to the home page, and from home page, from your application, you navigate to all other pages of your application, right? So home page becomes very handy to chain these actions. Okay. So, and this home page also extends that page class. And the similar way team, your locators will go here. Okay. And here what I need to do, I need to have this constructor of this home page. And in this constructor, I will pass two things, browser name and the application URL. Okay. So browser name string. I will take another 10 minutes team to just complete this. So just be with me. So in the very I said, uh, this model will be uh, uh, complex to implement, as you may be seeing this, while some of you may have not like what I'm writing and all those things. And here I need to create instance of that automation tool where I have, okay, so I need to import this, right? Because this is in different package. And then I need to open browser. So when I call this home page, it should open instantiate the browser and open the page. Okay. Uh, so tool dot open browser. Okay. And here I can pass browser name. All right, team. So this is what we have done in the constructor of this page. And yeah, so as pages has the some methods, I can override those things. So I will show I if you go to pages, these methods open and close page don't have anything. So to open a home page or open any page, you need to have some methods. So as I said, all those methods will go for the home page. All those methods will go to the home page section. So suppose we have to open home page or open any other page, you have all these methods. Okay, so that's why I defined in the base class or parent class, so that I can just override and create according to as we require in the different classes. Okay, so you may have like why we can define, because uh, this parent class, when you define some methods and when someone has inherit those, so this there will be a code reusability, and each class will have open page, so that we can uh, easily understand, okay, this is only for the open page. And if you want to restrict people, you can define in abstract class or interface based on that. So let's not go there, and quickly tool dot go to page. Okay, here I will say go to this page, and for now I would say return true. Okay, and the same way I would say public, I want to close that site. Okay, so that's what. Tool dot close browser, and here I want to return true, and various other methods will go here. So team, because this one I want to utilize that uh, okay, so because this is the we are extending from the page class, so that's why I have used override, so that we are using the pages from this class. Okay, that's why I have used this annotations override. All right, so we're done with the home page, we are done with the login page, we are done with the tool implementation. Okay, um, we're done with the pages. So now we have to go with the this application, okay, site which I was explaining you earlier. Now here quickly I'll write and then explain what I wanted to do here. So login page, public home page, and I have to import this uh, why it is saying so. uh, okay, maybe I need to import this com.demo dot pages. Okay, now that's fine, because all these are in the pages. Okay, and this is in the different package. Quickly I'll create a constructor for this. Okay, and here I'll create instances of these home page and login page. Okay, and while creating instance of home page, if you remember constructor, I have passed browser name and URL of that whatever you want to open, right? And if you remember, while creating login page, in constructor I pass the URL of this, right? URL of the application. So in this way, when you create instance of this demo site, I will show you in a very quick time why we are in the constructor, we are creating all these page instances. Okay. You don't need to add all the instance of the pages here or create the object of these pages here. You can chain. So home page will have instance of other class, other pages, whatever you create. Okay. So you can chain those things. Now, this website, this demo site will have method to log in. Okay. Public Boolean login. And here I would say return login page dot login, right? And team, I was using this getter and setter, right? So now I'll utilize those getter and setters. So password, right? Get password. So this is the benefit of getters and setters. Directly we can get from that page, right? I'll create another public method to close the whenever you want to like close the browser. So for that I can say close site. And here what in home page we created, right? Close, so that will close the browser. Okay team, so uh, uh, at designing of this framework at a high level is done. And now what we have to do, we have now to write the test. Okay, so let's go to and create a suppose I say smoke test. All right, and now you will see the magic of the things we have done till now. All right, so let's create a method. I would say smoke test one. Okay, and because I want to use the TestNG, so annotations I can say test. All right, and uh, Boolean. Why I'm using this Boolean flag, because I want to give use it in assertions. Okay. Now I'll create just one instance of the demo site. Okay, and I would say site new. All right, and I have to import this. Okay, I put here. All right, now you see because all my methods I am using Boolean, so they return true or false. So I would say site dot. So what I need to do, I need to log in, right? And this will return true or false. So based on that, I can assert like if this step is passed or failed. So where is assert true? Quickly I can go to Yeah. So condition is this, whatever the flag we created, and message here I can say login failed. Okay. And then so you should always use these assertions after every uh, validations. Like here you're performing some action, so you should assert. So you have seen like act, assert, and similar way you should follow. And then I can just close the site. Okay, see how clean my method is. And I just need to write this way. So suppose now I want to access the home page, so similar way I can go and site.home and I can access home page methods. Okay, and the similar way other pages I can access from here. Let's run it, team, and see. So I can go here and run as a TestNG. So it will open the browser, and it will open Google, and it will close. Okay, so my first test is pass. It opened the login, it asserted like it's pass. Here we see, and I can refresh my uh, projects to see all those reports which you already know. Okay, and you can add loggings, you can add extent report, various things you can include in this, and you can utilize like TestNG, whatever the data provider you want to use. You can utilize the CSV under some utility package we already created, right? So we haven't done anything here, but uh, few various things you want to do, like reading files and all those can go to utilities. You can create a separate package to handle logging, reporting on all those things. But all your tests will go here under this demo test, and you can have multiple tests. Okay, but I generally follow like for a smoke test, all my smoke test will be here, or just a single test. And you can like TestNG provides annotations like you can group by like only to run a smoke or regression. So only one file can have multiple test cases, and you can categorize. uh, and you can also create a two, like for one for smoke and one for regression. And from there you can utilize in CI/CD pipeline, which already we have discussed, to run your only smoke test, only regression test. Okay, so this way your see here, let me go to the first point what we discussed. um, Maybe I did not discuss, but yeah, let's see. So okay, maybe I have drawn something, so I did some drawing so that I have explained. So here you see we are not touching here anything about the WebDriver. So we don't know the implementation of the WebDriver, and nobody knows unless it goes to the see where it is implemented. So we have hide those implementation of the WebDriver, and that what we call, as we have seen in ops concept, abstraction, right? So we have applied those concepts. We have applied inheritance concept here, and various other concepts we have utilized in this uh, short session for this page object model. Question, team, if you have any. So I'm done for sorry for the little extra 10-15 minutes, but I thought to cover this in one session. So yeah. question, please, if you have any, or you can watch again these videos, this video, and you can send me your questions if you have, or any improvement you want in this. There's a question, if I need to add functionality, where, which functionality you want to add? Let me unmute you, Chitra, so that we can talk. That will be quicker.
Hi, Manoj. Like any other, the website implementation functionality, like after that login, there will be something, right? Like go and edit the profile thing or something like that. So I need to add it. So which package I need to choose and add the class files over there?
So, okay, so suppose this is the website you want to automate, right?
Mhm.
So once you log in, you are on the home page. Suppose I click on the Maven repository. So you are on the home page. Now, there are multiple pages. So suppose,
Yeah, links. Yeah, you can take it as a links. For the links, I need to click it. So that is the functionality.
yes, so clicking for the link, you can uh, have one method in the home page, which will click the links. So you can pass the uh, these uh, XPath or ID of this link, and you can click. So see, all they are just not the links, they are pages. So if you click here, it will navigate to some other page. So for us, this will be a separate class. This, if you see
Okay.
here, this is a
So
different
every
page.
page should be a separate class. In that,
Yeah,
whatever functionality we are doing, the particular functionality we have to add in that particular page.
right. So you see here, this is a we navigated from home to categories to the aspect oriented. This is a different page. So all these page methods, locators will go in this aspect oriented page. Same
Okay.
way, if I go to actor frameworks, so this is a different page for me. Okay, all my methods, locators will go in this class. So this way, we'll keep adding the pages here
Okay.
under pages package.
Okay. I get it, Manoj. Now, thank.
And and then how you will access from the home page. Just create like instance of this that class, and you can like uh, public open or edit this aspect oriented or something. So you just need to access this home page class, and then you can change like home page dot like how we are navigating home page dot categories dot actor framework. So only you need to have instance of this, and you can chain all other pages. Uh, you will have the different pages, but inside home you can just call, and at the end you don't need to call the particular pages in your test. You just need one instance of the home page or your website, like how we created, right?
Okay.
And from there you can access. So under this demo site, uh, I created a home page and login page, right? Apart
Mm-hmm.
from that, I don't think any page I need. So under
Mm-hmm.
home page, I can go and add those pages instance, and from that pages instance, I can suppose uh, aspect I need to create, right? So public, uh, say suppose for now I say void, and uh, edit aspect page or something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or something, you can mention that method name, and you
Mm-hmm.
can just call that uh, constructor of that page, and then you can access all those methods of that page. So home page will have, because you are navigating from login to home page, and then from home page you are navigating to different pages. So home page should have all those access of all the pages of your application, and you should create very small methods of each pages, so that once you have access of the home page in demo site, and demo site, when you create object into your test, you'll have access of all the pages. Like here I have access the login, right? So in the similar
Yes.
way, I will have dot home page, and then I can change other classes as well here.
Okay, I get it.
See, edit aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
this way I can access the edit all the pages methods and other pages functionalities. So that will be easier to chain and
Okay.
include all those what required.
Thank you, Karthik.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other question, Chitra?
No, Karthik. Thank you. I mean, sorry. No, no, Manish. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Chitra. Um, how can we add reporting into this framework? So reporting to this framework, similar way, like I can create, I can include in extent report, and I can have like before and before running, you can set up your extent report, and then you, like each after each assertions, you can say like suppose you have extent report in so extent report dot log, and then you'll just say like logged into this login page or login page open or whatever the log you want to create, and that's it. So you can include in the before test. Here you can have before test where you can include all those uh, things just to set up the extent report or logging and everything. And at the end of this class, at the end of all the test, you can flush that extent report to generate HTML file, and that you'll have. So in a similar way, how you have done in other projects. All right, team, that's it from my side, and it's all already almost 1.5 hour session. So, all right, everyone. Thank you. Bye for now. If you have any question, let me know. You can ping me or send email. Thank you. Bye. Bye for now.